The problem with most agreements is that you don't see them. They just are. Most often, you aren't aware that what is happening around you is based on an agreement that you could potentially change. It seems that life is just that way. Working on topics such as energy efficiency, poverty reduction, sustainable agriculture, or healthcare, you are engaging in a set of agreements and relationships, whether you realize it or not. Decades of attempts to shift complex problems within those fields using agreements rooted in scarcity-driven competition have proven to be unsuccessful. Ecosynomics, the social science of abundance, offers a robust framework that takes what we have learned in scarcity-based agreements, framed by economics, and puts it within the much broader, much healthier context of abundance-based agreements. Thus, Ecosynomics allows you to understand the foundation of collaboration in your relationships. Responding to the ever-stronger demand to learn about those abundance-based approaches in the field of sustainability, the Institute for Strategic Clarity, together with the University for Sustainable Development in Eberswalde, hosted the first Ecosynomics Forum, focusing on change systems for sustainability. The forum highlighted emerging approaches for taking on agreements that support change on a very large scale. This innovation in human agreements is a phenomenon which Ecosynomics, the science of abundance, seeks to explain and highlight. We are very happy to welcome our guests, Steve Waddell, Principal of Networking Action and Lead Steward for the Ecosystem Labs, as well as Petra Kunkel, a full member of the Club of Rome and Executive Director of the Collective Leadership Institute.
What we see here is what I would call a paradigm shift, because what we have had in the Sustainable Development Agenda is measurable outcomes at short notice, quantifiable, so that you can see you actually are making progress if you're already trying to deviate from the status quo development. And here it's much more focused on the individual, on something intangible, on relationships that are happening between people, learning, all that you can't really fit into the typical categories of measurement. And this is why it is a new approach and why it creates a bit of uncertainty, and yet for me the way to go.
What I see when I look at people's actions for sustainability are they're often very comparable to what was necessary in 1990s when the issue of sustainability first came forward. The situation today is very different. It's not about creating a new sustainability initiative necessarily that we really need. What we need is for the initiatives that we have to be able to work together much more effectively. So although certainly there will be some examples of where we need new sustainability initiatives, the real imperative today is how to build sustainability change systems.
So why is the topic of relationships so important, the topic of collaboration so important for sustainability? We can see sustainability challenges as systems failure, and then many people do that. That's perfectly all right, because it's all about issues. However, it's human beings who actually drove systems to fail, and it's human beings who can make a change. So in the future of addressing sustainability challenges, it is about us being able to think together in a different way, to interact together in a different way, and to shift the way we co-create in a more conscious way. So that's why collaboration and relationship building and relationship management is not a side issue in sustainability and overcoming sustainability challenges, but it is at the core. Only if we become more aware of what we do, how we do it, how we interact, and how we actually can change the way we can make use of the human potential in thinking, in diversity, in knowledge diversity, in the way we act, etc. Only if we can make use of that potential, we actually have a chance to overcome sustainability challenges.
So collaboration and relationship is very important to achieve sustainable development, to achieve real change, fundamental change, also systematical change, not only change in the outcomes. but also change in how do you come to these outcomes. And therefore, for me, the most important thing today, the most inspirative thing, was this approach of collective leadership. So there's not one who says, this is the way, and this is the question, and now what are your answers? But you can even search together about the questions, and you're quite much more open in thinking, much more free in to handle the subjects, and therefore it's not designed to come to this one and only output, which is needed for the next step to something. So this open, free way of collective thinking, this is the stuff which really can lead to substantial change.
Collaborational relationships is crucial for sustainability because it is the only way to go. That's the only thing that I can say. I mean, that's where we have to aim to. I mean, that's where we have to understand that we are one single species on this beautiful planet of ours, and that actually then obviously implies that we work together to share and to collaborate and communicate effectively to basically perform change and build upon what we know and basically, achieve some sort of a transcendency, so become beyond what we are today and be able to exist for a longer time on this beautiful planet.